Teacher's log, COVID-19 day. Who cares already? I mean, seriously, no one cares anymore. It doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't. All right, I'm just gonna go with it. So I decided today I am gonna take the kids on a field trip. I needed it, they needed it. Let's get some fresh air and get out. So we went to a few places, and I just wanted to talk to you about our adventure today. First place we went was the Enchanted Forest, better known as the lawn that I have been too lazy to cut. We got to check out some cool formation in the crabgrass plains, and we also took a couple stops at the temples of dog poo. That was a whole lot of fun. When we got there, I was a little tired, so I took the escalator. Okay, so it wasn't actually an escalator. It was more a skateboard that was left out that sent me flying about 10 feet. I looked like a brand new baby giraffe trying to walk. That's how wobbly and everything it was. Quite the sight, I'm sure. After that, we went and took a trip on the Grand Canyon, and that wasn't the best place for me because I almost broke my ankle. Okay, it wasn't really the Grand Canyon. It was more like some trenches and holes dug in my yard for no reason. I mean, no, literally no reason. Nobody knows why, and I mean, I just suffered the wrath. That's pretty much how that went down. One of the cool things is we checked out the sands of Egypt. Really interesting. The Moses Lake winds have blown so much sand into my yard or driveway that now we have sand dunes, and so that's been really cool. And we got to see some temples and some pyramids and stuff, and it was really cool. I was like, man, is that a sphinx? And it turned out to be a lawn decoration. It's just been covered in sand, but nonetheless, still got to check that out. It was pretty cool. We actually got to check out the great dandelion migration of antihistamine. And I can tell you right now that emotionally moved me. I was so moved by that. My daughters were like, Dad, are you crying? I mean, your eyes are watering. You got tears rolling down your face. Your eyes are red. You're all stuffy. Your nose is running. And I was like, yeah, something like that. So after that, we decided to take a little trip towards the zoo and check out the wildlife. And the one part that, I was kind of tricked, I guess. I thought I heard some laughing hyenas, but I realized that it was just my daughters reliving my last two events where I almost broke my ankle in the Grand Canyon, and also where I took the escalator. So there really weren't hyenas. It was just my girls. We checked out some erosion, and that was a great science experience for the girls. Okay, it wasn't really actual erosion. What it was all in my lawn decorations and landscaping, and all the weed blocker and all those things. It was all that turned up, pulled up, rolled over and stuff, looking for bugs that the kids have done. So we got to witness what homeschooling erosion looks like. It was interesting. So I wanted to tone things down a little bit and maybe take on a nice challenge. So I decided, hey, let's go hiking. So what we did was we went hiking on the infamous Laundry Mountain, which no one has ever conquered. And you know what? We didn't conquer it either. So the quest continues. After doing all those things, the last thing we did, this was really interesting. It was quite the way to end the day. We went on a scavenger hunt, and what we were doing was we were trying to find Dad's lost shoe, because my daughter decided to play Let's Hide Dad's things and not tell him, and then forgot where she put it. So I had to put in a phone call, and I had to call Dora, who called Diego, who called the Scooby-Doo and all them, and that whole gang, who also called Inspector Gadget, and we were all trying to find it, all trying to put the clues together, and we couldn't get it all put together until we got the last person, which was Captain Snowball from Secret Life of Pets 2, and he was able to help us find it. It turns out my shoe was under the couch. So that's how that turned out. Just wanted to let you guys know how our field trip went. Homeschooling field trips are definitely different than public school field trips. So with that, I will end this with end transmission.